Welcome back to Spotlight. Needless to say, I'm having a good time. I'm with some great brothers who are doing big things for the young artists of the Virgin Islands, and it's a real pleasure to have them on. Heritage is here with me, my brother.
Hey, good night.
Again.
Yeah, man, greetings. Thanks for
Peace
having
and
us.
blessings. Good to see you.
Yeah, man, same way,
Good
same way.
Good to see you.
Same way.
Tolaradiovi. I had a chance to check it out. Tolaradiovi.com.
Yes, sir.
Is on. It's hot, and it's really needed. It's necessary. It's not one of them things that you just throw up to make some money.
Agree. Agree.
It's essential to the cause. Talk about the motivation and where it is right now.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Well, as I guess most residents of the Virgin Islands know by now, Tolaradiovi.com is basically a local online station that focuses solely on Virgin Islands music. Artists from anybody from St. Croix right up to Bitter in Virgin Garda. We know we're based online solely right now. We try to highlight as many artists as possible. Most people probably ask me, Ras, who all you got music from? And I say, hey, a little easier to probably tell you who I don't have. You know what I mean? Because there's so much on there. You know what I mean? And I believe that's important, you know. Well, before I go a little deeper, I'll explain just a little bit more about it. We're one of the first sites we actually pay entertainment royalties. That if you're an artist and your music is registered, copywritten properly, and you join a member of the digital PRO sound exchange, you would gain 17 cents every time your song is played. So I'm not really there exploiting the music of the Virgin Islands to the wall and not only sharing it, but the artists are in a situation where they also can benefit financially from this platform. You know what I mean?
I didn't want you to get so far ahead of me, right? But since you're there, let's do it. And that's really what's interesting to me. What's interesting to me as a layperson, as someone who all I know is listening to the music.
Straight.
I don't know anything about the business at all.
Straight.
And so when I hear, because I don't think that a lot of us in the Virgin Islands the artists particularly think about getting royalties, getting paid to have their songs played. Because we play their songs all the time. We use it in advertisements, we use it on whatever promotional material we have, we use that background music, we use it all the time and we don't pay for it. And we never think that we need to pay for it.
Right, very true.
To hear you talking about royalties for artists in the Virgin Islands is certainly a novel idea.
Yeah, man. Well, as everyone knows, I've been an entertainer here locally, for over 10 years, I mean, I've, had much success in music. I was able, through the local festival and stuff, to open for many different international acts and thing. And, just coming along the path, I came to realize that our platforms, like you said, we have talent, but we'd really literally missed the mark on the business side of stuff. Like, where we were, totally gone from that, and our whole goal was to be the man on zero advances, actually knowing that, hey, 10 years after you're hot, when your song plays, you still kind of need to get paid. They literally refer to a musician's royalty as his welfare, his social security, his pension,
Yes.
Right, so, that got me to thinking, and it showed me, like, I know I'm a father, I have kids, like, I don't really want my son to grow up and face the same challenges we faced, you know what I mean? We've had our music played on different stations and stuff, so I just saw that need to take it to that next level. I embarked on months of research, as these ain't nothing you could just jump up and do tomorrow kind of thing. It isn't really, the system isn't set away to even keep us as young artists out looking for our best benefit, and where we're not in platforms where we have managers, A&Rs, different people to guide us. So we're literally out here without guidance, with a little raw talent, just trying to make something of ourselves. So I really found the need to look into that, as an entertainer, and I wanted our product to be a sign of the next generation, a sign of progress, that, hey, the elders brought the stuff and they give the abilities for us to be played. Hey, you come and do a little something. I want to, take it just to the next level, make sure that artist security is secured, and, begin to prepare them for international platform, because I I honestly believe with my whole heart that Virgin Islands music has a platform on the global stage.
Has value.
Yeah, man, definitely. You know, presently, you know, we hands down we can admit, hey, our musical quality, not in terms of talent, but in terms of production and platform, we're not on that international level. Like we could go to Jamaica and we could find studios that have been producing international products since the 60s. Trinidad, we could go to numerous islands. I mean, you could run around Tatola 1,000 times and we can't find these platforms. So it's literally where trying to get to the moon from a society that has never been to the moon. So it's something groundbreaking. It's, you know, things we need to understand. Like I said, I've been an entertainer for over 10 years, and only this year it really all dawned on me how mediocre the whole situation is here, how mediocre my artists say I wanted to pursue music 10 years on a professional platform, how mediocre I've gone about it, you know, sitting on the block in Paramtown thinking you could change the world from there. It's like wanting to get to the NBA but going on the playground every day and not realizing, hey, we live in a global world. You need to align yourself.
Some special training you need to get.
You know, align yourself properly and get to certain mediums, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, it's great because you know I can segue right into really what I want to talk about and the procedure, the process.
Yes,
that you went through, and the process that your artists can go through to get to that level where they actually have a pension plan from their music, or they actually collecting royalties every time their music is played.
Right.
What actually happens? You let's start off with you producing your own song and it's playing on the radio, and how does it work?
Right, because like we're so far behind on this. Most artists think that iHeritage, the owner, Tolaradiovi, go and write them a royalty check. You know, it's like that's how uneducated we are about the process. You know,
and that's why we want to discuss the process.
Right. Yes, sir. So literally, let's break it down to what is a royalty, because these are stuff I myself had to go and research. We don't live in a society that is regulated by certain laws. If me and you lived in Canada, the US, Europe, any place where there are international regulatory laws, and we own the bar, for example, just like how we would get locked up here for not having our liquor license, if we press play on our stereo in our bar without a broadcaster's license, we would be now violating the law and would face penalties and different stuff. So it's literally a broadcasting license. When you purchase one of them, at that point it gives you the power that anything you pay becomes deemable for performance royalties. And you know, performance royalties basically saying, hey, you Cromwell sang the song, I'm using it over here, I'm even playing it to entertain people in my bar, all the above. You know, that's the right, that is your work. You should be paid for that. I'm actually using your product for my benefit, and it shouldn't just happen for free or on a social level. So there are performance rights societies that, you know, deem it right that you should make your fair share off of these stuff, you know, and those things are...
And there are businesses who monitor when your songs are played around the world and make sure that the money is collected.
And they are called performance rights organizations. There are probably only a handful of them. There's only one digital one, and that's the one we're partnered with. They're called Song Exchange. They got going just around 2000, which the whole internet thing kind of popped off. And as we know, there's ASCAP, BMI, and all those other major stuff that has been there. Part of the good thing too, if you probably say, well, Heritage Canon people, you know, right there on the site and all our pages, we actually have the seal where you could click and realize, yes, Tolaradio owned by Mr. Floyd Bonnet, such and such is a valid partner of ASCAP, BMI, and all these different things. And even I myself get blown away sometimes clicking on that as a musician for over 10 years, hearing of these things, now to know that I'm actually an affiliate, a business partner of these people, where my product is legitimately registered with them. And, you know, we have a platform where youths, you know, can now experience this whole stuff. And when you register, one of the good things too, when you register with Song Exchange, it actually covers you across the whole internet. So now you can now get paid for when your song plays on a Pandora station, on any other digital platform, even down to your YouTube channel. You could literally receive digital royalties if you set up your stuff the right way. So the market is there. And you know, with education, I think we can, you know, achieve these things and reach to these different goals. If an individual artist wants, you know, if anybody listening whose music is there already on the station, you're aware that your stuff is being there and you just want to fill in on the process, it's very easy. You literally contact us. If you're aware of what songs we already have of you, you go and register them properly with the Copyright Office in Washington. And then you also go and join Song Exchange, which is free. You register for free. And at that point, they literally would monitor your music across the whole digital platform, not only on Tolaradio. And at that point, quarterly, then you would begin to receive your earnings. It's literally that easy. It's not hard at all. It's just the educational process. They work together, Song Exchange. We submit them our playlist monthly. They basically would check with the copyright office in Washington. Hey, does Black Woman belong to some guy named Iritical? Does Got It Bad belong to Shina? And the copyright office would say, yes, these are their songs. And at that point, Song Exchange would just free up your money and send you your quarterly earnings. It's literally that simple. It's, you know, professionals have been doing it for years, and we just haven't been on a professional platform. So
when you say register in Washington,
right.
I mean, it's not something
you can register online.
It's not something that you have to go to this place.
No, you could register online. They charge about $55 a filing. The price has gone up. It used to be about $35, but it's definitely worth it. You're literally copywriting with them so that they would put their neck on a block and stand up for you in any court of law, in any situation, and say that you, Cranwell Smith, own such and such. You know what I mean? So they work together. You can't just have your copywriter. You can't just join a PRO. You need the two of them to click, because they consult. When your PRO says, hey, does Heritage own She's Gone or Jam 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 or Carnival Again? And the copyright is the company to certify that they own that. Sound Exchange can't certify it on their own. So they work hand in hand to generate and hunt down your revenue.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, and you're giving out a lot of information, and people.
I talk too fast. They always cost me for that.
and persons are hearing you and you know, understanding what you're saying, but still not quite sure of how to get these things done.
Okay.
How is there assistance? Are you providing assistance for them to get registered, to follow the proper procedures so that this situation that you're talking about becomes a reality for all the artists? How are you helping in that regard?
Well, I had one thing in mind. As you know, I'm a member of the Musical Alliance and stuff. So I was thinking on having a small vibes where we get together and explain the processes to the artists. Outside of that, enough of them have reached out to me, whether them or their managements have reached out to me in person, and you know, I give them guidance and assist them personally.
So you're making these connections and you're getting these people registered, right. They're getting the people, the Virgin Islands artists registered in this area of business, so that they could start collecting their royalties.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I haven't really reached out and said to Tim Tam, hey, let's get you guys going. Literally, who have reached out so far is who literally showed interest, because if you're a professional, some stuff should just down on you. But I definitely would like to have a session where I can explain to the larger musical body on a whole. I know what I mean?
Because I'm thinking there might be a good idea to just have a office or a place where people could come with young musicians in the BVI who hearing you and wanting to be a part of this really important endeavor. Right. Come and sit down and get counseling, get help to go through the process. Because it's a new process.
Well, I agree to that. You can reach us. You can contact me via the website. I respond literally in minutes. If you met some people, we have a global audience, so sometimes we get messages from 2-3 in the morning, places on different time zones, and it takes a little longer. But you can contact me through the website, and I will be more than willing to assist anyone. Likewise, you could call my personal cell phone, 541-3606, and I'm willing to help. This is no platform where I'll do it for Ritical, but I wouldn't do it for the guy over there. It's nothing like that. I'm literally that kind of person. I'm a Libra. I literally stand for balance and justice for everybody. There's no vibe. You listen to my station. That's what blows people away. We even did a partnership with Bolo's department store, where the loudspeaker they have there, they play music every day. And you know, Bolo, he said, that's my boy, man. His kids went to school together and stuff. So he approved it. You know, he said, whatever this Rasta man, what are you do? So play him for a few hours. And the first day, Bolo in the parking lot forever, and over 10 songs played, and he literally couldn't identify one person because it wasn't Ritical, Showtime, Vibe, or Jam Band. Then the 5 that the other stations play. So we were literally confused as to what's going on out there on my speaker. And they walk us out to say, boss, that's the local station you said to give the blare, you know, so that he catch himself feeling like, oh, that's what he talking about.
There's so many artists that we in the Virgin Islands that we don't know about.
Yeah, you know,
getting a chance to get exposure.
Yeah, man. And when you look at it, you know, when you monitor the stuff, Zerad may tell you, oh, we can't play Heritage because Ritical popular, but when you look at it, we have a global audience, and anybody could play, and the count does go up before it drop down. Like, everybody holds the weight. You'll never have 60 listeners on and some unknown kid in the VI comes on and the global audience drops out on them. Nah, so we have gold here, man.
Consistent listening.
Yeah, man. We have products that the world is interested in. I sent the promoters some images of where we've had listeners in the last month. We launched on the 15th, where it's now probably a month and a week old. And that literally, if you could right on the screen, that's a chart of where we had listeners. The darker the dots are the, you know, the more demographic that is logging. And I share this chart with you a month, like 2 weeks into it, so you can see how much is growing. You know what I mean? You can't even see the Middle East right now. You can't even see Europe right now. Tola artists have never been played in these places. This is legendary. This is groundbreaking. You know, we have a global demand. We need to raise the standard of our product and understand how to get out there. It's no longer illusion where Reticle can only walk in the Virgin Islands. He belongs on the world stage next to Chronics. All little rappers, all little youths, they tune out. They do not ignore the fungi. They don't. The viewers don't drop out on anything. They eat it all up. They comment. They say, people ask. You know, sometimes I'm shocked. I get emails asking, who's this song? And that time it's just a little youth man who sent me something. You know, that, and that time they overlook midnight, they overlook pressure, they overlook all these things, and their only query is, who's this little guy? Who's this youth? You know what I mean? So it's possible, man. It's possible. You know, it's possible. You know?
So the station is
Tolaradiovi.com. Yes, sir.
And you not only play all Virgin Islands artists throughout the Greater Virgin Islands, but you also bring information about events.
It's a full website. We have about 3 major pages along with some other pages. The first one is the news feed. On any page you could access the player A. The first one is a news feed where we cover daily, you know, entertainment news from the Virgin Islands, not crime and violence or anything of that nature, but breaking news, Cromwell drop a song, breaking news, Reticle got signed to VP, that kind of stuff, entertainment news. And we also have an events page that we try our best. I know promoters send us your stuff. We try our best to highlight all the events in a chronological order. If your stuff is in April and you have out your flyer, we'll advertise you for 3 months straight up. Like anybody in the world, that anyone traveling here for the Easter could say, hey, honey, there's this Spring Fest going on. There's these guys. You could, you know, get that advanced planning. We also have an artist gallery, which is really cool, where we have a complete listing of all Virgin Islands artists and bands. It's literally growing daily. I'm trying to divorce it a bit more to that. On that page, you could get the bios. You can go and purchase their music on iTunes, where they have it for sale and that kind of stuff. So we're working on divorcing it. And the good part about, you know, being a part of this movement is, as you can see, we're not really just, it's not just Virgin Islands, man. We have a global audience, like 30-something days into this. Like, pictures a year down the road, you know?
Yes,
that kind of stuff.
And the rate you're growing.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, the day we launched, like hours into the launch, you know, I had to message back the minister, my runner culture. I was like, yo, dude, I literally in shock, man. I watched this thing grow for a year and look at it after like 5-6 hours on the world stage, you know what I mean? And, you know, I had to educate myself. We do advertising with Google, we're Google partners and stuff. So that's part of how we're able to pull this global audience. We literally feature on over about 500,000 sites we advertise on via Google monthly. So that's part of the big pull and stuff. But it's what's needed.
You're driving people to the site all the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They say, no, Tolaradio.com, just out there drifting, and a friend tell a friend and all the above. Because, and you know, we've been in slavery, king. You know, we hate our own, we doubt our own. We've been through all of these struggles. So I realize my target is local audience, yes, but I need the world on board to show these guys, yo, we have an audience. Yo, there are people out there that believe in us. I had a mystic experience last Saturday, me, Reticle, Maccabee. Couple of us were in Mellow Moods just having lunch while Shine Hair was outside promoting the vibe, and we met 4 ladies, middle-aged ladies from Atlanta, and they pointed us all out by name and told us, yo, we love the Heart of Fire rhythm. We personally downloaded it and carried it to X amount of stations. They knew me by name. I was blown away. I was like, wow. Yeah. You know, and you know, I've experienced different things, but that's just to show our music has a global audience. We need to cater for the platform, enhance the quality. You know, no longer what should separate us from Jackie or Tyrus Riley is $100,000 studio and me singing in my bedroom. That should no longer divide us. If Heritage need a professional product, Heritage go to Jamaica and push out 12 songs. Have them recorded properly and produced by proper people, not nobody who's guessing. Go and have certified people work on your craft. Because just how they want to hear popcorn, they want to hear Heritage. And we owe it to ourselves to get on this platform. There are people worldwide that respect us and just wait on us to uplift ourselves to come on that greater level to bring the people the music.
So right now here in the Virgin Islands, what's the state of our production quality?
We've grown a lot over the years. Even the DJs will tell you it's not what it was 10 years ago. And even where we are now, we have a little more to go. You know what I mean? As I more educate myself, like I Last year I couldn't sit down here and tell you how royalties work. Last year I really couldn't sit down and tell you the difference between a sub-professional and a professional studio. You know, we have to face the reality. Rihanna is very talented, yes, but she has some of the best engineers and they work on some of the most high-end equipment. They don't really literally sit down with laptops. The system tries to sell you this illusion while those great producers work on hardware and all these different digital converters and time clocks and all these different things to bring a standard to their product. They sell me and you a computer and a laptop and send us to go try to emulate what they're doing, and that's part of why we could never really keep up. So just like how Jafix couldn't run with a HD camera and a Samsung cell phone and all these things, we need, you know, we have to invest a few $100,000 to have a broadcast, a satellite signal, proper lighting, all the above. And music is no different, you know. Music is no different, and 50% of the sell of any song is the sonical quality. Sometimes the US rap market, they repeat 8 words, 1 word in the whole chorus 8 times, but we hypnotize because the beat sonically correct, the bass line hitting you heavier than anything you could think on. So the minute we get a level of old bear and a level of possession back of our quality, Taros them wouldn't have to run, but they would have to accept, hey, we are here also. You know what I mean? And
so we have any studios here now who's moving in that direction?
Yeah, man, I really want to big up my brother Jugu at Homegrown Studios. He's one of the first people to really take it to that level. And he, you know, within all the shopping, I met with him a few days ago right there, and he said, Byras, my only goal this summer is to travel and further educate myself about these things I have in my possession, so I can continue to raise the standard of the product that I give to my people. Because we both agree, we all agree we have a place on the world stage. We were very misguided, man. You know, we did music for 10 years thinking, carrying your song, not bashing Z-Rod, but just showing you how limited our mind was. Thinking with our internet campaign is posting our song on Facebook over and over. That's not really how you internet market. Or radio play would be making it on Z-Rod and having Dre big you up a few times. And if you don't big up that man, I bigger than you, yet we all trapped in the same little 21 square miles. So we really went down some different roads that division and slavery would mash us up as people. So we are now trying to correct these errors and move on to a new vibe. Music is a global audience. I don't have to avoid Shanghai from my show to appear that I do in more than Shanghai. There's a global audience, you know, that when Europe want here, Shanghai, Africa can't get enough of heritage, so we don't have to war. So these are the things we need to wake up to, come out of the little bucket they have us trapped in and stifle laughing, you know what I mean? And you know, we have a, you know, there's room for everybody, man. Music is a global vibe, you know.
So you see a coming together of the talent and the artists and the realization that there's much more to accomplish, and it can be accomplished from here. Because I was just talking to the brother you were watching on television, I would say, about us having this concept that we have to go to America or to Europe in order to be on the world stage. That is no longer the case. That's become a myth now.
I agree. Well, like you say, Abe, a big part of it is a platform, you know. A big part of it is a platform. Yes, these guys may have these platforms that could carry you there, but we're now creating platforms via Idol, Tolaradiovi. These are things that we would support some other company's vision. Now we have our own visions, you know what I mean? They might be doing it on $100,000 platform. We might be on a $30,000 one, but we're getting there. Where in a minute, we will have, instead of going to New York to a big studio to Jamaica, we'll have clients flying out of the cold to come here for 2 weeks to voice our albums at Jugu Studio or some other way, because now we're growing to that industrial platform, not no consumer level platform, but an industrial platform.
Not just something that Mac in a
illusion, bare illusion, brethren, bare illusion, bare illusion. They sell us a lot of tricks, you know. The phone, what I mean, you using these Galaxies, they make us run in the ice store for every other 6 months. The man on the battlefield done got something 10 times better than that. You know, so we just need to be aware of these things and realize a lot of the stifle us is with platforms. So instead of 5 of us reggae artists fighting to be on Z-Rod and seeing who could befriend God Heights to be the star of the morning right show, we need to realize that, hey, music is a global vibe and we need to push out market more internationally. We need to realize that internet marketing is not posting your song on Facebook 50 times. It's none of this stuff. We just need to wake up to this, the reality of what the world is, see it for what it is, and even uplift our products to go beyond the Virgin Islands. Because if me use boxers, right, and you know, you have people there watching us and they see we have talent, but they realize they put us to compete before telling us, hey, you guys really good, you know, go and do some training, develop your talent a little bit more. I could see both of you guys on wall boxing, TV boxing on the big stage, but what they do is they take the little hype, corrupt our mind and put us to fight against one another instead of sending us to further grow our products so we can then in turn and grow the country. So we fell into a few loopholes, but I think this whole campaign
we're coming out now.
Yeah, man, a campaign of awareness, mind opening stuff, and you know, even enough of them trapped us, making us think that if I heritage is music is not accepted in Tatola, that means I don't have a place in music. Nonsense. You know, a lot of what we rate wrong here probably can't make it out there. And the same youth we overlook is them are going lock down Europe and them are going lock down France. We might big up Reticle to the sky, but America rather see shine high. These is just realities that being in the bucket has evaded us from noticing, so we limit ourselves. And when God hates don't like my song, I condemn my music career. It's nonsense, you know. So just free your mind, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, you know. Yeah, man, no musician, no professional musician makes a living out of one economy and then 21 square miles. Come on, this is no disrespect, but it's no judge for your full potential in anything you want to do. Sports, talent, all the above. You know, Kennedy might be the better dunker. That don't mean Steve Parolin don't have a better chance of joining this NBA team and being a success. You know what I mean? So we need to stop building down and start, you know, stop breaking down and start building up, you know. Yeah.
Good to see you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Haile Selassie first live, man. You know, Black History Month we here. Defending the faith still, you know.
Yes, man.
Yes,
and doing great things.
Yeah,
and I'm really excited about what you're doing, particularly, and looking to you for leadership in this area to make sure that all the brothers come along, all the brothers and sisters come along and participate in what could be a real global endeavor in upliftment of our local talent and putting us on the international scale and getting us to understand what success really is and what it means to achieve that success.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, we pray with the will of God and the Most High these things will be accomplished. We live in a very stigmatic society, whereas we rate Larry King, but we might just see you as a, you know, we disregard our own, you're just a petty man here there, but we rate Larry King. So likewise, you find, you know, people like Alred Fred, all these people with great vision, people with no vision could always convince us just because of the stigmatic society we live in that there's nobody to follow. So right now them got it as, oh, heritage is just a paragraph Rasta man, but you know, with God's will, all of these things are sooner that the bill of refuse shall become the head cornerstone and for righteousness, not for self-gain or to, you know, be above their brother to exalt themselves, but just for righteousness still. And when you come to help them, go and try to hurt your king because they don't want to see we go in the right direction. You know, they want us to stay in the bucket and keep fighting and keep thinking that this pond, this 21 square mile pond is the only way we should exist, so fight for it. And, you know, just emancipate yourself, you know, think outside the box, go beyond what you've been taught, you know.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
So, any other final thoughts? We got a couple of seconds.
Right. Just like I said, thank you for everyone that's been supporting us. To anybody that hasn't checked us out yet, please free to log on, you know, contact us. Even if you're an artist, a band, anybody out there trying to get something done, you know, no matter who have refused to, you come to us as long as it's anything near decent, you know, not the worst. Like, just come to us. We definitely support you, get you going, even give you some good advice so you could come back and receive some quality exposure, not just to a local market, but to an international one. So just want to say thanks again for the support. You know, where
to contact you on? Yes,
sir. You could visit us at the website, contact us there. You could get me on my phone, 495-541-3606. And also, you know, we're up and coming. If you like what we're doing, you think this is a positive movement, please free to contact us. We're always looking for investors and partners. We're looking for companies to come aboard and all the above. You know, don't mind the talk, don't mind what you've heard. We're here, we mean well. You know, come and support. Let's help build the BVI and create some global brands, you know.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes,
Good
sir.
to see you. Come check me anytime. You need to update anything, talk about anything. You know, I ain't gonna bureaucracy.
Yeah, man. Live, man. I know that with a whole heart, brother. Don't say nothing.
Yes. Wow, we had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the program. The BVI Trade Show is around the corner. Next week, the spotlight is going to shine on a trade show and the development of local businesses. So make sure you tune in next week for Spotlight. Of course, Spotlight is seen live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. here on JTV Channel 55 and rebroadcast on Sunday afternoons at 2:30. Like our Facebook page, you can participate in any discussions, create your own discussion regarding anything you've heard on the show or seen on the show. Send us suggestions about guests you want to see appear, topics you want to have discussed. I'm Edjuenka, reminding you that when the spotlight is on, you see the facts. Peace and blessings.
Spotlight is brought to you by Tortola Concrete Limited and H. Lavity Stout Community College.